Hi Taurus, welcome to your July 2022 monthly messages from Spirit reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Taurus. This will not resonate with every Taurus that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message is going to be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Taurus, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Taurus. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Taurus and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So my intentions for this reading, Taurus, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of July, to ask what will be happening in July, what will unfold in July, and just pretty much channel any messages that you need to hear at this time. And this can impact any aspect of your life: love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution. Whatever Spirit would like to bring forth shall be said. And this, if you have any beings of light that you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, deities, maybe even passed on loved ones, you are welcome to ask them to join us here now. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'll be using my sound bowl to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. All right, so let's see what Taurus has to hear, what Taurus needs to hear for the month of July, anything that will be happening, anything that Taurus needs to get clarity on. Tell me, what's your message for Taurus for July, Spirit? Oh, I love this card. Spark of the Divine. Beautiful, number 27, and it says, I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of all creation. Man, you know, the Tauruses that are drawn to my channel, to my readings, I always pick on such spiritual energy, such, you know, amazing, enlightened energy, and it's not changing at this time. I last month's reading, it was similar, but it's like you guys are still going. You're even realizing new aspects to yourself, new aspects to the universe, that by just getting more in tune with yourself, you're even opening up to. And there's going to be some sort of spark, some sort of realization, some sort of aha moment that is going to inspire you, Taurus, inspire you to make a change, inspire you to pursue a creative passion, inspire you to even expand more. I feel that this is a time, this whole year of 2022 has been a year of your expansion, Taurus. And with expansion, like, we can't expand outside of ourselves what we haven't expanded within. And you guys have been doing that soul work, that connection. You've been taking the time to connect with yourself, to meditate, to discover more about the universe, about yourself, that is helping you and progressing you into starting to see the outcome of what is starting to happen in your life. And Taurus, I wonder if even others of you, if you have been taking like a small break, you know, taking more time to, I don't know, recalibrate yourself, it's paying off. I wonder if some of you have been taking like days off from work to kind of reconnect. I hope that you're not sick, and if you are, I hope you get better very, very soon. But this feels like you've been in hibernation mode a little bit, Taurus. You have been saving up for what more is to come, but you understand the process and the energy of burning out. And you know that your time and your energy is worthwhile and is worthy, and you can't burn yourself out. So I feel some of you who have been in like hibernation mode and going back to the drawing board to see, all right, this is what I have in my life now. This is what I understand my life to be, who I understand myself to be. But now there's something that I want to expand on, grow more in. And it feels very, very spiritual to me. But again, it could be any aspect. It could definitely be career. It could be relationships. But I feel the Taurus this year is the whole new version of you, the upgraded version of you. In July, there's going to be another period of realization. Maybe even for some of you, this will appear as an opportunity. I feel like you're going to be invited to go on a trip, or invited to go to a class, or invited to, I don't know, some sort of event that is going to help you discover more about yourself. Whether it's like the music that you really enjoy that you'll go see, that you're curious on getting to know more of, or a certain class that you'll be taking, or a lecture that you'll be going to that will further inspire you. I almost feel that you're just going through like a renaissance period of your life, Taurus. And it's pretty awesome to see. And there's something else that's going to happen that is going to respark this inspiration and this passion to further grow. That you have not hit your peak yet. It's almost as if you just keep on going on this upward climb. And even if it's not like shooting up, it's slow and steady wins the race, which what describes Taurus any better, right? That's beautiful. Let's see more of this. Tell me more about July for Taurus, Spirit. Tell me more about what Taurus needs to hear about July. That one jumped. Let's see. The Mirror. Interesting. And this comes with number 21. It says, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. Yeah, here's the confirmation of everything that I've said. You realize that you can't experience all that life has to give if there's still some parts of you that still need to be worked on, that still need to be healed, that still need to be addressed within you. And I feel that for those of you who, it almost feels like up until this point, some of you have been in hermit mode to rediscover yourself, on that path of healing journey, of discovery. Some people may have been missing you, Taurus. I kind of pick up on. They miss having you around. They miss your energy. But when this process is complete, they're going to see why you had to take time to yourself, why that there was space needed so you could kind of fully examine all these other aspects of yourself that you're just starting to get to know. And I feel that you're at this level now of spiritual evolution that you are willing to dive deeper into yourself. There's so many spiritual workers who believe that they've done the work, that they don't need to dive into shadow, that they don't need to dive into the deeper unconsciousness of themselves, that all they need to focus on is the positive things. And I agree to an extent, yes, like attracts like. We have to keep a positive mindset in order to welcome positive things into our life, but it's easier said than done. And if you don't really take the time to examine the shadow side of yourself, the side that, still may be clinging on to lower vibrational energy from certain experiences or certain beliefs about ourselves, we're just letting that energy linger, and it takes more space than it has to. And I don't know, Taurus, maybe there's going to be some sort of instance that I wouldn't say is triggering you, but is kind of showing you there's more to examine, more to learn about that is recently developing to the surface. Maybe newer things that have been starting to either annoy you, like certain behaviors that you're starting to see more of, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. Where is that coming from? And kind of sitting with that energy to examine, or even things that inspire you. Wow, I never knew I would be interested in this. I never knew that I could kind of fit in with this type of lifestyle. What is this? I want to learn more. I feel even for some of my Taurians with the spark of the divine here, it's like there's something from a past life that's reintroducing itself to you in July that you're going to feel an energetic pull to. And you're going to even recognize, because the pull may be so strong, because the allure or the energy it's kind of protruding is so attractive. Maybe some of you are starting to kind of connect with past lives, instances from past lives that are going to reveal even more of certain characteristics that you may have in this lifetime now, or certain things you have carried because of those past life experiences. But really, it feels overall very, very positive. So even if there are things that may be a little bit annoying you or triggering you, you're starting to transmute that from a darker energy to a lighter energy. I almost feel like Sagittarius energy here for some of my Taurians. So if you have Sagittarius energy in your chart, I suggest checking out the Sagittarius reading to see if there's messages for you there. But yeah, I feel that if there's some sort of interest, some sort of person that you meet that feels like you've known this before, feels like that you've experienced this type of relationship or some type of situation before that you haven't in this lifetime, that's a big confirmation that there's something from a past life that is bringing itself to your awareness now in this lifetime to further address, to further expand. Because I do feel that's part of your life path here. Let's keep going. Tell me more about July for Taurus. Ooh, you got 2 cards. So interesting I brought up Sagittarius, because here's the card that Sagittarius got. And it says, a personal issue reaches resolution and adjustments are required. Very interesting. And some of you could have Cancer placements in your chart, or even like a Cancer moon. Doesn't have to be the case. So Taurus, yeah, I feel that you know that there's something you're awakening to. There's a new level of consciousness that you're entering. And maybe even from this new discovery, this new realization, or this new epiphany that you're coming into with the spark of the divine here, it's going to bring you with a lot of healing and closure about some sort of personal matter in your life. Whether that was, you always felt different than everyone else. You never felt like you could fully fit in. You always felt like you're on a different vibe, a different frequency than the people that you were surrounded by. I feel that there's some of my Taurians who may have felt like the black sheep of their family. But let me tell you something. The black sheep usually turns out to be the goat. And what I mean by the goat, if some are familiar with that, is the greatest of all time. The person who ends up going through those harder times, but choosing to use them as tools to expand and evolve, are usually the ones that will succeed the most in life. Sometimes, the people who go through the hardest things in life, they've already been through the worst. What more can you throw at me? And I've made it through. I'm still here. I'm still standing. And so if I've been through the worst in life, I could definitely handle the little bumps in the road. And I feel with whatever you're discovering, Taurus, whatever you're learning, or whatever is being reintroduced into your life from a past life, is going to start healing some sort of aspect to you that was still in a little need of reassurance or help or validation. And it comes, I feel, from a place of love. It comes from an emotional side of yourself. It comes from maybe even with the Cancer energy, something to do with your home or your family. I don't know why I'm picking up, but this is a small message for a few of you, but I wonder if this has to do, like, you feel so different. Maybe it's because you may be adopted. And so you never knew your family. You never knew where you came from. And it's always been something curious to you. And maybe you're going to start to discover something about your real family for some, or start researching it, starting to try to find out more about the family you came from. Now, others of you too, especially with this card here, right? Like, some of you may be discovering that you're star seeds or angel seeds or, you know, light workers, indigo children, those types of vibrations that weren't formed in this earth. You know, we all have our different beliefs and we're entitled to believe what we want, but I do believe that there are some of us on this earth that come from a different entity, a different vibration, a different existence, that are sent to this world to help bring that other energy, to uplift the vibration, to uplift the frequency. And Taurus, I feel you're one of those people. You're one of those beings. You're one of those vibrations. And if you've been wondering or being back and forth on that, I hope that's confirmation for you. And with this, adjustments are required. Maybe from, you know, learning this new thing about yourself, learning about what there's more you want to expand on, you're going to see that there's going to be some changes that have to be made. The change of your lifestyle, the change of your career, the change of where you live. Something is going to have to change in order for you to live up to your full potential. And maybe that's just as simple as changing the way you think about yourself, or getting out of an old belief system, or like I said, you have definitely learned so much from what you've already overcome, from what you've already downloaded, what you've already evolved into. And now here's another shedding of the skin, right? You're very, very wise. Your soul has like very wise imprints. And I feel that even in this lifetime, there's even more that you're going to reach. There's even more that you're going to discover. In July for 2022 is another moment where you're going to realize there's even more to experience. And I feel with this mirror, Taurus, too, for some of you, it's almost as if there's something you want to change up about yourself, maybe your hairstyle, maybe something about your home, redecorating your home. I wonder if some of you are thinking of going to get a new wardrobe, like changing up your style in some way. But if it's not so literal like that, it's just like getting a whole new version of you that you want to call in, that you want to continue to work on. Wow. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Tell me more about this energy that's surrounding Taurus and July, Spirit. Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. So yeah, on that path of discovery, on that path of awakening, continuing to pursue it, continuing to be curious by it, wanting to know more. You guys like have this thirst for knowledge. It's like you guys aren't the ones that find, you know, learning to be a tedious thing, a boring thing. You're quite curious people. And with this Knight of Swords too, I wonder if this spark of realization is going to come through a conversation with a certain someone, a friend, a romantic partner, you know, someone who you guys connect with very, very well. I don't feel like this person here is someone that you differ from vibrationally. You guys love to have good, deep conversations. You can go all night talking about, you know, ideas, beliefs, spirituality, religion, whatever it is. And there's something new that you're going to learn through this conversation with someone. Or maybe, Taurus, you're going to provide that spark to someone else, right? And I even feel that this may turn into a debate for some of you, but I still think that through a debate or a conversation or whatever it is, there's going to be some aha moment that is going to further propel you on this awakening. There's still so much to learn in a positive way, not in a negative way, not in a dreading way. Maybe some of you want to learn a new language. I kind of pick up on too. Yeah, and then the Fool card here. There's that upgrade. Aries energy, Aquarius energy, and interesting it's coming right under the mirror here, right? So yeah, I feel, again, I know because my signature sign is Taurus. So that means in my natal chart, I have dominant earth, dominant fixed sign. So my overall chart tone, let's just say, is Taurus, but I am a Cancer, which further emphasizes I get the fact that Taurus is not one that likes change very much. But I don't see this change or this need to expand more as being something that, again, is a negative thing. I think you're excited for this new version of yourself. You're excited to pursue new ideas, new concepts, taking new classes, integrating yourself with new people that will help you kind of see more about yourself. And again, like through everything you've been through, a new you is being risen. It's like a whole new rise of yourself. And I wonder too, like, again, with that, learning a new language or learning something about heritage, ancestry, there's a specific, ancestry that you have inherited that you're interested in learning more of the culture of. And that may be because you've experienced a past life one lifetime ago within that same culture. Just saying for some of you, if you have been curious about that. But yeah, I feel that you're starting to see a whole new version of yourself that you can be proud of, Taurus. Let's keep going. Tell me more of July for Taurus, Spirit. 10 of Wands, yeah. And with this new version of yourself, with this new understanding of yourself and appreciation of yourself, there's something you're going to put an end to. There's some sort of cycle that's going to come into completion from having a better understanding of what you've been through or who you are or what pieces of you are being surfaced because of some sort of new realization. But it definitely feels like a resolution. It definitely feels like whatever you're still carrying that isn't a part of you anymore can be put to rest, can be laid to rest. And again, that could just also be some sort of learned tendency from a family member, from, a pattern from what you were raised in that, again, you were carrying but was never a part of you. And I'm saying again only because it comes back to that energy of not feeling like you were the rest. It's feeling that there was something different. But use that uniqueness, use that difference as part of your brand, as part of your trademark, because you are very, very special, Taurus. You're not like everyone else. You intrigue a lot of people. You inspire a lot of people. And even as you continue to grow, these new formations of you, these new awakenings that you go through, they show people how your story can kind of impact themselves if they choose to go down a similar path. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Your curious mind will always be your gift, Taurus. Your curious mind, your need to learn, your need to expand is always something that will further propel you on this path of evolution, on enlightenment. And again, some of you are going to come into some information or learn some information or discover some information that will be the catalyst to this new awakening again, this new realization, this new transformation. And the best thing about it is that it's going to put an end to something that has been burdening you or something that has been carrying within you for far too long. And you're going to end it with some sort of peaceful resolution within you, Taurus. By the end of Cancer season, I feel. So, coming up July 21st or 22nd, I feel that this cycle will come to its end, and then the change can start happening. Awesome reading. Let's go ahead and get one more card for my Taurians through this deck, Angel Whispers. And let's see what our angels want to wrap things up on. Any sort of last minute advice, last minute message for my Taurians for July. Peace is just a thought away. Nice, yeah, with all that air energy that we were just seeing. Coming to peace with yourself, coming to peace with your journey. You know, accepting that there's still more to go after, to accomplish, to learn. But yeah, I feel that these two cards are really resonating with one another, including with the Ten of Wands. That, you know, taking this time to yourself really is helping you. Taking time to rediscover, reflect, honor, accept is all adding to your peace of mind. And is adding to the harmony that is going to surround you with this new idea, with this new concept, with this new mentality that you have, which some people only take, you know, certain big lifetime achievements as being blessings. But to me, having a whole new mindset, having a whole new way of seeing the world is such a blessing in itself. Because when certain, you know, instances happen in the future that kind of rock us, if we know ourselves and we know our path and we know who we are so well, nothing can truly shake us. And I feel this is the process that you're in, Taurus, to get to that point where even if things don't turn out your way or unfold in a certain aspect, there are never failures, there's only lessons. And I feel that's the energy you're coming into as you continue to create, expand, and glow up the way you've been doing. So thank you so much, Taurus, for joining me for this reading. I really hope that's given you confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what you may be going through in the month of July. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Taurus, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Taurus.